Another Twid. Let's get it, guys. Where's the twab at? Oh, yeah. This week in Destiny, 7/31/2025. Arms Week is live. The cold now in the portal. Solstice coming next week. Trials of Osiris tomorrow, guys. Further, the Edge of Fate support. Budget your build in the Desert Perpetual raid. An update from the Bungie Foundation. Arms Week is on, guys. Arms Week is 1 week event introducing the Edge of Fate. It will be around until the next weekly reset on Tuesday, August 5th, so don't miss out on your opportunity to earn some nice rewards while you can. It has its own event homes that you can find in the portal main screen that has daily, weekly challenges and event track with Verity rewards, including hollow foil weapons and event shop with Verity rewards to earn with event tokens. 801 plays a big part in Arms Week, even if her recent focus has been dressing you. She wants to help with the new weapons. You can visit her at the shooting range to use the combat telemetry you are earning when completing activities to buy Arms Week event weapons and engrams. This special engram can be decrypted at Rahu for free, or you can spend a bit more combat telemetry to focus it for higher tier rewards. Choose wisely. The coil arrives in the portal. The portal has received a new activity this week. The coil. This activity is launched during the season of the Wish in the year of Lightfall, known for its mix of intense combat, interesting modifiers that players could buy from Ribbon. It was a perfect candidate for a new activity to hub in the Edge of Fate. The coil has three paths available in the portal. And to experience be optimized by players, go for the B plus or higher grade to earn the best gear possible, but be careful not to make it too hard. You can't cross the finish line. With update 9.0.0.4, we added a option to jump into master grandmaster activities at lower levels, but be careful. If you push it too far, at 100 levels to be exact, you might end up facing immune enemies. Solstice starts next week, guys. Arms Week was our first event for the Edge of Fate, but Solstice is right around the corner. It's going to be at least 2 weeks, and there are a few things changing compared to how we celebrated in the past. Uh, we're going kind of slow with this. The goal of the event is to use Solstice Force to create a full set of armor and then make it glow. Given that we have a new system of stats armor in place for the Edge of Fate, it's probably a good moment to earn a few sets. Yeah, we're gonna be playing that event, guys. Get hyped. But now let's talk about what's changing for the starters of the Bonfire Bash activity this year. We're adding a plethora of modifiers and portal activities. These modifiers are inspired by solar energy, very fitting of the solstice theming, and we might apologize some of their effects if you paid attention to the artifact in the past. Hot Potato, Fired Up, Class Healing, Igniter. These modifiers will rotate each day. Portal matchmaking activities. You guys know the deal, guys. This is all you need to know about Solstice. Both teams will be able to use them in Clash, Control, Rift, game modes, and to reveal in the chaos. And don't forget to charge cannon. All right, guys. That Solstice is coming, guys. You guys need to pause it if you need to. Trials of Osiris is back after 2 weeks where other activities got their well deserved time in the spotlight. It's time for Trials of Osiris to return. Starting tomorrow, our endgame PvP game mode will be available to players that own the Edge of Fate expansion until the following reset. Pick up a Trials passage or Lighthouse passage depending on your preference and put on the best weapons. The map will be Burnout. Same 14 didn't want to change his favorite weekend pastime much. Only disabled power level advantages in this new iteration. That doesn't mean he hasn't been busy. There are new rewards to earn. For starters, there's a new set of armor for each class, guys. We're getting new armor. And on top of that, Saint has secured 5 weapons, including the second ever spread shot hand cannon. We're getting another spread shot hand cannon, guys. So we're getting a new auto rifle called the Eric Disabler, Aruis Neutralizer Connect Spread Shot Hand Cannon, Aisha's Embrace Avoid Rapid Fire Frame Scout Rifle, Forgiveness and Arc Aggressive Frame Sidearm, Unwavering Duty Solar Adaptive Machine Gun. So, yeah, I believe at least 2 of those are new. During these first 6 weeks of uninterrupted trials weekends, there will be a featured weekly weapon that means you will be earning all of them while playing your matches with wins having a higher chance of them dropping. We will have featured weapons again on September 9th, shortly after the Ash and Iron Major update launches, and two more weapons enter the Trials loot pool. We'll talk more about them once they are closer. For now, remember that only Lighthouse Passage allows you to go to the Lighthouse, so choose wisely when you're visiting Saint. Put together a powerful build and see what fits your playstyle best, and start earning the new tiered Trials weapons. Oh man. More comms support the Edge of Fate. As we progress to the week 3 of the Edge of Fate, blah blah blah. Guys, they gotta give us more information on what's going on. We got missing patch notes right here, guys. You guys can pause it if you need to. Anything that you missed around here, pause it. Bunch of patch notes, guys. Currently investigating. We got some issues here. We want to acknowledge that players are filling in the sandbox for Warlocks as being left behind other classes. Buddy builds don't benefit much from the stat changes, and there are many melee builds that benefit from the melee. Among their feedback, we're investigating tuning paths for Warlocks. We will start with Ash and Iron to continue through Renegades. Titan, we're investigating an interaction where Unbreakable Prismatic Titan doesn't appear to work as intended with Shackle Grenades. Exotic Armor. We're looking into some issues of the exotic armor. We got Controverse Hold, Crest of Alpha Lupe, Nezarec Sin, Starfire Protocol, Crown of Tempest, Wings of Sacred Dawn, Uenia, Geomax Stabilizers, Boots of Assembler, Rhyme Coat, Raiment. Report issues. Handheld Supernova damage was reduced by 20%. This was not intended and will be fixed in a future update. You guys can see the deal. Titan Throwing Hammer melee had cooldown added to picking up the hammer, and it bounce was increased versus bosses. This was not intended. Grenade stats. Grenade melee super class were not regenerating as we presented them pre Edge of Fate. These were fixed in update 9.0.4. This weapon stat will display 6% PvP buff despite only being 5%. This will be fixed in the future update. Hit markers don't appear in the HUD when players deal damage. Binding on shots. Tour 1, there's just so many issues right now. We are investigating reports that players will sometimes sprint but not gain accompanying increased movement speed. Yeah, guys, the sprint glitch. To work around this, if you counter it, return to orbit and re-enter your activity. Yeah, guys, just leave a Crucible game, return to orbit, and re-enter the game, right? Just joking. We're tracking an issue where application new gear ornaments can increase the amount of damage resistance the players receives. This can be fixed in the future. Desert Perpetual investigation, guys. We're investigating reports of cheating with fire teams to clear the Desert Perpetual contest mode raid. Breaking our code of contact and cheating to complete the contest difficulty or other activities is a bannable offense. Players benefiting from cheating can also be subject to punishment. For details, if you suspect someone has cheated, please submit a report and contact form. Raid and dungeon difficulty scaling. You guys can pause it if you need to. They basically made the raid too hard. You guys know the deal. Sprint bug. Okay. This is our sprint bug. We have an update to share regarding sprinting sometimes not working for players. This has been a particularly nasty issue in PvP since launch, but has also affected PvE content. The cause is due to players hitting a max number of stat modifiers allowed in the match or activity. This max number is shared among all players and enemies and normally would be rare to reach, but the modifiers aren't disappearing on death like they should. This means that they've been stacking when a player revives, increasing the likelihood that the max will be hit. Some players have pointed out, and we believe that this to be a correct, that this issue has existed since episode Heresy, but we've only seen an impact since the Edge of Fate launched due to the addition of Armor 3.0 stat modifiers. We've made progress to identifying the root cause, and we are now targeting a short-term fix for the next Tuesday, August 5th, Destiny 2 Update 9.0.0.5. While there may be still instances of this issue occurring after the update is shipped, we believe it will reduce frequency, and we continue to investigate a long-term fix. Budget your build in the Desert Perpetual raid. Guys, I don't know too much about it. Guys, or something. Watch these content creators. All that emblem to give away during the event, so that one looks pretty cool. Check it out. Closing brief 006. Guardian Operative Dispatch contains restricted information for select fire teams. Oh, they're doing some lore, guys. If you need some lore moments, here you go. Here's some lore for you guys. Templar. If you guys beat the campaign, you guys can get that. Whatever. Player support. There's some known issues. Yeah, Saturnism. That there's so many glitches and stuff. Graviton Spike Hand Cannon is missing its lore tab. That's what I was saying. I was like, what? This gun doesn't have no lore? The Vex Mytho class rate of fire is... yeah, guys, the Vex does not work right now, by the way. It's just so many bugs since the Edge of Fate, guys. But that's what happens when these new updates happen. The through like the weeks, it'll get better and better. Description of the Mask of Backrace Hunter Exotic Helmet does not accurately reflect the recent change where it can be activated with stasis or arcs supers equipped instead of only stasis. Okay, we got Art of the Week. What is that? Kepler? Movie of the Week. When do I get Movie of the Week? And just like that, the Twid is over. Hope you guys are earning a tons of great hand cannon rolls in the Arms Week. That you are wrecking havoc with the exclusive mods that they can use for the limited time. We have Solstice in coming weeks with some interesting modifiers that benefit the solar weapons and solar hand cannon might come in handy. Hey Ada, check out this roll, Destiny 2 community team. So, guys, that is your Twid, your TWAB for this week. Destiny 7-31 2025. Talking about Trials of Osiris, Solstice, the Coil, Arms Week, further Edge of Fate support, budget your build in Desert Perpetual raid, and an update on the Bungie Foundation. So, that is your news for today. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.